Finding you? Finding you? What do you mean finding you? Finding me? Romance movie? Is it good? Is it bad? Should you go? Should you not go? We're gonna find that out today. Yo, what's going on, Movie Nation? It's just Jess here. Hope you're having a good day. And today, yes, Finding You, romance movie. I am located in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. We are going to go today at AMC Hawthorne 12 at 4 o'clock. Not in IMAX, not in Dolby, just regular Today Cinema, guys. And stick around till the end of this video because we are gonna do a review on it. So guys, romance movie, I cannot wait to review this movie because one of my big categories for best of the year in 2021 is best romance movie. I love romance movies. I kind of need some in my life. It's kind of been a while, not gonna lie. funny. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you everything. Is it good? Is it bad? Should you go? Should you not go? And yeah, guess what, guys? We actually have no date, but to be honest with you, we hadn't had a date in a while. So this romance movie will be a good opportunity to maybe find a date. Maybe there's another girl that's single, because you guys know me, I kind of do want to get married someday or have a girlfriend. Imagine there'll be another girl doing these videos, but as of right now, guys, we are single. Actually, we are not single because I am with you guys and you guys are my babies. All right, guys, we're gonna leave. All right, guys, we made it to the theaters. It's a beautiful day out here in Chicago. You see, beautiful sunset. Look at that, look at that. So this is the parking lot. AMC theaters, guys. AMC what? AMC what, guys? AMC theaters, look at this, look at this. AMC theaters, look at that, look at that. And we're back. Let's talk about the movie. I just want to say I'm so sorry for the lighting. I'm in the process of doing new lighting. It's gonna rain every single day in Chicago and I don't have my own house yet. And I got the COVID shot, so I didn't feel good in filming yesterday. So I had to film today. So I do apologize, guys. Usually it's better lighting. Please, guys, please forgive me. This isn't always like this in every video. All right, guys, let's go. Finding You. Finding You is a romance movie that came out in 2021. Rose Nerd plays as Finley. She's a girl that lives in the Big Apple in the city of New York. And she plays violin. She tries to get into school. However, the first time that she tries, she's not playing with her heart out, so she fails. She has to go abroad that her brother went to the past year, 4 years ago actually to be exact, with a family in a bed and breakfast just to take her mind off things so she can try again in the fall, which is autumn. There on the plane, she meets Beckett Rush, played by Jeremiah, and he's a film star, pop star. He's like a famous actor that plays in like Demon Slayer movies, Dungeons and Dragons, Game of Thrones, like that type of guy. And she sees a magazine and she's like, oh my god, this guy's gonna be arrogant, this guy's gonna be confident, cocky, you know, all those things. And it's their dynamic right there in the beginning of the airplane, that it's witty, it's fun, it's like a boyfriend girlfriend. I don't want to say boyfriend girlfriend because they're not there at that moment yet. It's like you're teasing each other, they're having fun with each other. It's a nice dynamic. Awesome. And she doesn't think she's gonna see him again. However, in the same bed and breakfast, they are there together. She brings him breakfast and she's like, wow, they're together. And so that's awesome that the movie actually right away picks up in the action, in the dynamic, in the relationship that these two characters are gonna endure for the rest of the movie. It takes place the rest in Finland, so everything else is in Finland. And guys, if you see these gorgeous vistas, I just want to say the movie does a great job, wide angle shots, giving a clear view of Finland, because every single other romance movie is like the Big Apple, Florida, like most of them are set in that point, but being in Finland with open grass areas, mostly rain, like this is awesome, different type of style than normal romance movies does. All the shots they do is amazing when they're sitting in the grass, when they're talking, even at night times, like even though it's not like a big town, quality and the amount of the content that they have in this movie is freaking phenomenal. Like it's awesome. Like any romance movie would probably love this movie. Yes, let's be honest, it does suffer the same formula that the other probably romance movies does. Like they, you know, they find each other, there's a problem that doesn't keep them from being together. The guy or the girl has to get through a problem or make a compromise to get or be with the other person, and kind of does suffer from that, but the way they do it is kind of entertaining. All right, let's get to the good stuff. Beckett has to ask Finley because Beckett needs someone else to help him with his lines for his acting because everything's not going so well. So he asks Finley, which is played by Rose, to help him read off, like to be with lines so he could get better during his acting career. Finley has to ask Beckett for their favors because she's looking for this place that her brother drew 4 years ago when he stayed at the same bed and breakfast as the same one she is. And the place that she's looking for that her brother wrote in the notebook is like a cross, and there's actually a sentimental story to it, but I'm not gonna get into that. And that's when they start spending a lot of time with each other. Now, a lot of people are gonna know, even in the story, the supporting cast, the bed and breakfast people, even the actress that plays as Taylor, which is like the girl Demon Slayer that he's partnered with in the movie. It's weird because I'm talking about a movie, but even though he's an actor in his own movie, like once you see the movie, it's weird. So he's an actor in another movie in this movie. Basically, they're on set. He's basically trying to live this double life, right? He's trying to be with perfect girl, but other than that, his whole family, his whole career, his whole acting life is being sucked in because now it's like paparazzi start following him. Like this is a great dynamic. Now, I do want to say Finley has other storylines too. Like she meets this young old woman. So Finley has to pass up, of course she's in abroad, so she has to meet, I don't want to say this old woman, but it's like a nursing home, and she has to to try to talk to her at the end, write a whole description or paragraph or essay of what she learned. And now that dynamic with her and the old grand lady is still appealing because the intricacy stories that she talks about with Finley is great. Because first of all, when she goes to the nursing room, the grand lady doesn't want to talk to her, but later over time she starts opening up to her. She starts bringing her books like Pride and Prejudice and even Twilight. Guys, Twilight, and they make a joke about that in the movie called Vampires. It's crazy. But basically she is going through a problem that Finley can't solve, but with the help of Beckett. Well, she can solve it on her own, but it's like a motive that just keeps her going, even though she doesn't have Beckett in her life at some points in the story. Because obviously, you know, they're not together for all of the movie. Things are not always what they seem. So there are obviously more deeper connections. For example, there's a lot of quotes that get name dropped in the movie that are awesome because it applies to real life. Like, he's an actor. Obviously, there's a lot of people depending on him. His manager, which in case is his father, the girl, and all the other employees. It's crazy to think how this movie can turn out because it's not just some love affair that he can just drop for this one girl. However, it is nice to see a struggle probably based on close to real life. This guy's an actor and this is a normal day every type of girl. Only went to Finland just to try to get away and try to experience life so she can go back in autumn. And honestly, guys, I really love this movie. Like, I love every romance movie, but this one really hits a little bit more closely to home because they're still young. We're still young, naive, we make mistakes. But even adding the additional that Beckett is an actor and the struggles that he has to go through just to be with this one girl. Yes, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh yeah, he's gonna give up everything to be with this one girl. And there is a little bit into this movie, but come on guys, it's a romance movie. Like, what do you expect? It's still a good romance movie, don't get me wrong, no. And based on the world that we live in, social media plays a big role in this movie, and which Finley, which is the girl played by Rose, is actually not really into social media, but the guy is, and his manager, which is his father, is really into social media. So it really plays a nice tie-in because that's what we're going through now, social media. And it's awesome to see that even in the beginning, he doesn't come across as too cocky because it doesn't seem like in the beginning he's all about that. Let me explain. So when I first saw this character, I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna be cocky, he's gonna be those arrogant people. But actually, even little by little, you learn that he's actually not like that. He's actually the complete opposite about that. It's just that his life and the people around him that help him, some of them, which is his family, have caused him to be the certain way that he is. And throughout the movie, his dynamic is even art, is standing up for himself and his family and for what he wants. But he also tries to do it because the people depend on him. That was an awesome ride to see him go through this whole movie theater just to be with his one girl. Because so basically Beckett and Finley are together trying to figure out what they have to work out, but Beckett has to obviously get through what he's going through, and Finley has to work through their nursing home and with old lady and their intricacies, because both of them tie into the story well developed towards the end. And honestly guys, I feel like this is a romance movie that any romance fan would love, or a couples would like. It would be awesome. I'm gonna give Finding You a great movie review. I know I have been doing scores in the past, but I'm trying to revise that. So honestly guys, this is a great movie and it probably deserves a second reading. If there's any updates, I'll let you guys post it. But honestly guys, that's gonna be everything for me today. I hope you have a great day. Let me know if you ever need anything. You know, I'm always here for you. And honestly guys, check out other videos because I do have other videos posted on my channel. And if you haven't, hit the subscribe button and like, and turn your notifications on because I'm not gonna spam you. I'm gonna drop a video every week unless I make YouTube my full-time career. Alright guys.